What's up, guys? Got another project. This is a 1985 Honda CRX. It's an SI, which is kind of rare. I believe this is the first year of the SI in the CRX. Somebody started doing body work on it, so they sanded it all. So I'm gonna have to like Bondo it and prime it again, and I plan on painting it back yellow. It's gutted. It's got a full roll cage in it. It used to be a road course car, because I found the guy who actually raced it. He did like, I think it's like the Honda Challenge with it for about 10 seasons before he retired it, because the transmission shit the bed or something. And then he sold it to his friend, and I think his friend put a trans in it because it's fine. And then now I own it. So it's got a little single cam in it. Still got the original SI 1.5 liter, which is pretty cool. It's fuel injected because it's an SI, and it's got an intake on it. It's got DC sport bar, which is kind of interesting. Got like that aluminum aluminum crank pulley, and yeah, it's pretty sick. I'm gonna clean it up. Here's the front. It's kind of like a pissed off Geo Metro. So it reminds me of. It's got hood pins because, you know, race car. It's got this sick ass kill switch. I guess in case you crash it, yank this cable and it turns the power off. It's got no rust really. I mean, the arches are solid. And these fenders, pretty cool. These are all fiberglass or plastic. Same with this front piece. Usually these are all like broken, because this is like the fourth one I've looked at. I mean, usually all that shit's shattered, which you can't find anymore. And even the doors, these are the bottom pieces, the trim pieces are all plastic. It's got a little rust right here. But I mean, you know, you can't fix. They're like structurally sound. It's structurally, you know, rust free. Underneath's pretty clean. It's got this interesting like rubber spoiler thing on it, which is pretty cool. That was an 85 only thing. I like how these windows like are bent like in. That's cool. Yeah, it's pretty sick. Came with a shit ton of parts. I got another set of doors for it. This is off an 86 though, so they're a little bit different, but whatever. The doors. I got a hood, a trunk, some fenders. One of them is pretty clean. The other one's got a big crack in it. Got a bumper. Got the carpet. A bunch of trim pieces. All that shit. So I mean, technically I could put the interior pretty much back to stock, with the exception of the roll cage being in the way, so I might have to trim some stuff or take it out. I mean, really, it's not really bolted. It's like bolted in. It's not really like straight welded, but whatever. I don't have the original wheels, so I got my Volkswagen wheels I had laying around on the back for now. I have another two for the front. They're actually still in this car. This is the only SI wheel I have that came with it. So even got the original like track tires, Toyo competition use only tires on it. It's got a donut on this side. But it's a 5-speed. Got 167 on the shell. I talked to the original guy that had it back in 2000. He said that the motor is not original. They said they put a junkyard motor in it back then. But this is one thing I noticed though. Let's see if I can get this on camera. Get this on camera. Look how stupid clean this is. This thing is very clean in the inside, which is amazing. So it gave me high hopes for it, because I bought it, it wasn't running. The guy tried to get it started, but he couldn't get it started. So kind of took a gamble on it. I went and picked it up in Richmond, towed it here, and put some gas in it. it started. We drove it off the trailer. I took it up down the street a few times, and then I noticed the battery light was on, so it wasn't charging. Turns out the alternator bolts weren't even tight, so the belt was just flopping around. I fixed that, but then it wouldn't start again. This relay, the main relay, is all fucked up. It's all missing the covers and broken. And you gotta like hit it, and then the little, it's not really a check engine light, but it's like a computer light comes on, and then it'll kind of start, but it's getting fuel, but now it's not getting spark. So I think this thing is really fucking it, because it controls the computer, the spark, and I believe the fuel too. I don't know, whatever. So I ordered a new one for it. Unfortunately, it doesn't share the same one with other Hondas, so I had to special order one for it. So hopefully it comes in here this week. Parts aren't that hard to find for it. I mean, they're kind of cheap. I mean, anything Honda has been discontinued, unfortunately, because I was trying to get like valve cover gaskets and timing belt and stuff for it, and that's all discontinued. So yeah, I have to go after market with that. I had to special order oil filters for it because they do not use the same Honda oil filter. Turns out they stopped using those in, I believe, 89 or 88. So I special ordered some filters at the dealer so I can do an oil change on it. I'm gonna change all the fluids, coolant, brake fluid, everything. Probably gonna put brakes on it. The brakes seem fine. These ones were locked up when I got it, the drums in the back, but I hit them with a hammer and then they loosened up. So, but I'm still gonna replace everything because it's so cheap. I'm just gonna get new drums and rotors and pads in the front. It's got steel braided lines in the front. It's got the Coney yellows, I believe, shocks, struts in the back. It's got torsion bars like a pickup truck, which is kind of interesting. Honda did that to keep the hood line really low and make it more compact. So that's kind of interesting. Supposedly it has the upgraded torsion bars in it. It might still have them. The guy doesn't know if he took them out or not. So, but yeah, it came with some extra ones, springs and shit. I got the seats. I mean, that one's pretty clapped out. The driver's seat's really clapped out because the kid left it outside and it was like covered in leaves and shit. So I'm hoping I can pressure wash it and make it work. If not, I'm gonna like custom fab some mounts and put these GSR seats in it. So that'll look kind of cool. They use like a weird, what are they called? Seat brackets. They're like bolted to the seat from the bottom, which is kind of interesting. So, the Integras are bolted on the side. These two mounting points in the front seem to line up. The back ones are totally different on the Integra, so it's definitely gonna be some custom fab on that one. I'm gonna put the doors on it because so I can have a nice door panel on that side. The car got T-boned back in 2000, I believe. So this door is not. This is an '86 door, so that's why you notice the door handles are totally in different spots. And he replaced this quarter panel, which is kind of ghetto done because it's all pop riveted instead of welded. So that's interesting to me. I don't know. It seems solid. I mean, whatever. The guy said it worked for him for 10 years on racetrack, so it should be fine. I'm just going to clean it up. I'm going to daily it, get 45 miles to the gallon. And yeah, that's just the plan for this car. I'm not really going to go crazy with it. I'm just going to clean it up, try to keep it original as I can. Because, you know, it's kind of rare. I mean, the idea did cross my mind of putting, you know, an H in it or something. But nobody makes mounts for that. The only mounts they make is for a B series or a newer single cam D series. So I guess if that motor shits the bed, I'll probably put a single cam in it. So, but we'll see. So stay tuned. What else? Oh yeah, I got like a 4-in-1 header, which is really rare. I don't know what brand it is, but it's pretty sick. So I'm gonna put that on eventually. So yeah, stay tuned. Gonna like kind of do a restore, kind of, and just put it back together and just enjoy it. So make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.